that's the illustration of sexual harassment in the workplace. But first, we want to introduce ourselves.
My name is Faina Sapana.
My name is Nadila Munsari.
My name is Chua.
We are the trainers, and welcome to the Sexual Harassment Prevention Training Program. As you want to know how many sessions that we have in this training program, we have 4 sessions. The first one is introduction. Why is this training important? The second one is what is sexual harassment? The third one is how to address and prevent sexual harassment in the workplace. And the last one is problem solving and conflict resolution skills. So now we move to the first one, introduction. Why is this training important? Why you need to attend this training program? We will show you the statistics of sexual harassment in Malaysia and worldwide. As you can see here, statistics show that 2 billion or 75% women worldwide aged 18 and older have experienced sexual harassment. Is it scary? Yes, it's totally scary. Now, in Malaysia, around 2017, 267 cases of sexual harassment reported to the Royal Police of Malaysia, and 41 cases are reported by males. So you can imagine these 200 cases is the only cases that reported to the police. How many cases that were not reported to the police? And in the same year, 2017, 6 states with high rates of sexual harassment cases are first one, Kuala Lumpur with 46 cases, Johor with 44, Selangor with 42, Sabah and Perak with 23, and Negeri Sembilan with 21 cases. So why you need to attend this training program? Because you need to raise your awareness about sexual harassment. Since you are the HR manager, you have the responsibility to address and prevent sexual harassment in your workplace, and you need to ensure that your workplace have zero tolerance about sexual harassment. Okay? Now we have 5 training objectives in this training program. The first one is recognize sexually harassing behavior, types, and factors of sexual harassment. The second one is to respond to the sexual harassment complaint. The third one is to choose the right sexual harassment prevention methods. And the fourth one, to demonstrate methods for addressing sexual harassment. And the last one is to conduct a healthy and positive working culture. So now, we're already in the first session. What is sexual harassment? This session will be presented by Ms. Vaina. Give an applause, please.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Now we are beginning to the first session of this training, which is what is exactly sexual harassment is. As the HR executive, HR staff, HR manager here, what do you guys know about HR? What do you guys know about sexual harassment? Anyone want to guess? I'll give you something, of course. Anyone want to guess? Brave woman and what is actually sexual harassment? Brave explanation.
Touch. It can be verbal and non-verbal. Anything that is uncomfortable.
Okay, in this session, you need to think about what is the definition of sexual harassment in the workplace, what are the types, and how much the types, and then lastly is what are the factors that can contribute to sexual harassment in the workplace. Next. Sexual harassment in the workplace is, as your colleague already say, that any unwelcome sexual acts or inappropriate sexual action, and then request for sexual favors, either verbal or physical, verbal or non-verbal permissions that can that can interfere someone work performance and can create the assertive work environment. Okay, next. Now we are continue to the types. Basically, there are two types of sexual harassment that can possibly happen in the workplace. Which is the first one is hostile work environment harassment, which is arise when speech, comments, jokes, or conduct is so severe or cruel, which is really not comfortable to hear, to see, and to kita rasakan lah. Contohnya macam dirty jokes, dirty comments, inappropriate touch, and then catcalling, and then also any conduct that happened without any permission. And then the second one is quid pro quo. Is for that means that someone asks you for a sexual request in the exchange for something. The first activity, which is that you guys already familiar with, kahu. Oh, handphone kan semua.
us to do and to create a workplace policies by their suggestions. Next is close gap on gender equality, which is kalau kedudukan wanita dalam tempat bekerja rendah dan tidak dihormati, so kemungkinan mereka menjadi mangsa seksual adalah tinggi. So HR manager harus menitik berat dan mementingkan gender equality dalam tempat bekerja. And last is cultivate a culture of support and respect, which is membentukkan budaya support dengan lebih menghormati supaya pekerja rasa selamat untuk menceritakan masalah mereka dengan rakan sekerja mereka. Next. After receiving a sexual harassment complaint, the do and don't that HR manager should address the sexual harassment, which is respond quickly the complaint, take it seriously and be proactive. HR manager harus bertindak dengan berkesan untuk menyelesaikan masalah sexual harassment dan komplain itu supaya pekerja tidak lagi face any problem. Then don't hide, don't wait for a formal complaint and don't make assumption. Bagi contoh untuk itu, don't make assumption. Macam kita tak boleh menganggap bahawa itu pekerja kalau dia sudah kerja 10 tahun, so mereka tidak akan melakukan sexual harassment terhadap itu pekerja wanita. Tapi ini juga tidak semestinya itu lelaki kalau memuji itu perempuan punya rambut cantik, so mereka ini tidak sebagai sexual harassment, macam puji saja, bukan sexual harassment. So HR manager harus aware about this problem. Next, we will illustrate the method for addressing sexual harassment. There are 3 options. Role play. Kita akan role play. But may seek advice on possible strategy from the HR manager. Then Faina will be the HR manager and IU will be the complainer. Okay, start.
Satu puan tahu tak, dia selalu menghantar WhatsApp yang berbentuk gambar yang biasa. So saya dah tahu dah. Boleh tak pendapat
Salah kali. Pada pandangan saya, Puan Ayu boleh buat sumbangan semacam amalan kepada Encik Ali. Boleh beritahu dia secara langsung, boleh juga Encik beritahu dia melalui mesej WhatsApp ke email ke. Dan yang kedua, mungkin salah satu penyebabnya adalah cara berpakaian Encik Ayu. Jadi Encik Ayu bolehlah guna pakaian yang besar sikit, yang kalau dia tak terlalu mencolok. Dan jika Puan Ayu sudah cukup lagi, Puan Ayu boleh memberi aduan kepada atasan. Nanti atasan yang akan menindaklanjuti.
Informal solution, which is complainer manager speak to the alleged harasser on the complainer behalf. So sama Waina HR manager, Encik Ali, Encik Ali.
berapa ni saya? Duduk dulu. Oh, panggil saya.
Tadi saya tadi baru saja mendapatkan aduan daripada Puan Ayu. Dia mengatakan bahawa Encik Ali membuat hal-hal yang
saya ajak dia jalan. Tak.
Oh, Cik ajak dia pergi lunch. Boleh tak Cik bagi tahu saya macam mana Cik ajak dia?
Dia lalu saya tengok dia lalu depan saya kan. So saya ajak dia pergi lunch. So dia lari. So saya tak sengaja terpegang dia. So dia macam terpukul.
Tak sengaja. Baiklah, kalau macam tu besok-besok Encik tak boleh lagi macam tu. Kalau tu tak sengaja, Encik harus minta maaf pada Puan Ayu sebab itu boleh menjadikan salah satu sexual harassment dekat tempat training.
Oh macam tu.
Okay, last is option 3, which is former complainer. Take any appropriate action to prevent retaliation or prohibited conduct from recurring during and after any investigation of complaint. Start.
Cik Ayu lagi ada apa ni?
Mendapatkan
Cik Ayu lagi.
Ya, saya tak tahu nak macam mana saya harap Puan boleh tindakan yang lebih tegas untuk dia. Sebab kalau benda dia berterusan boleh menjadikan maruah saya dan juga saya.
Baiklah. Okey, nampaknya kes ini semakin merontak. Jadi saya mohon Puan Ayu untuk mengisi borang gangguan seksual ini. Kemudian nanti Cik Ayu kembalikan lagi kepada saya beserta dengan bukti yang Cik Ayu dapat daripada perlakuan yang tidak baik dari Cik Ayu tersebut. Bolehlah isi borang lagi.
Nanti lepas saya selesai saya isi share informasi. Terima kasih Puan.
Terima kasih.
Okay, so now we will an activity. We will choose two group to illustrate this option. You can choose antara mana satu atau pilih lah. So kita akan pakai ini. Pilih group. Suruh doktor pilih dua group. Dua orang. Najib dengan Nidam. Doktor pilih siapa HR, siapa komplain.
Siapa yang mangsa?
Siapa?
Aku tak nak tengok.
Apa? Okay, start.
Memang menjadi mangsa. Itu macam mangsa.
Selamat pagi Cik Tony.
Nenek Ayu.
Saya ambil bulan sikit lah, ni tahu. Dia sebenarnya tadi lah kan. Dia tadi datang office lah kan. Dia kat bawah tu. Saya lalu dekat bawah sebelum masuk office tu kan. Lepas tu ada lah sekolah perempuan dia. Dia macam kata saya lah. Lepas tu saya dapat tahu orang tu daripada department kat ni, kat bangunan sebelah. So, apa yang patut saya buat? Awak seorang ke? Saya seorang.
Selalu kena?
Kali kedua lah.
Kenapa dapat bila? Sebab kita kena beritahu awak.
Lah ingatkan diorang macam main-main je.
Campur.
Main-main je.
Dia beritahu awak tak? Tahu tak siapa orang ni?
Itulah dia nama diorang saya tak kenal tapi muka diorang tercam lah.
Kat sini. Kat sini. Ada nampak kita punya staff tu.
Kali tak ada tu actually.
Sebab yang kalau department yang awak cakap tadi pada masa. Setelah kita kat sini lah, department kita ada kat sini.
Oh.
Tak apa, nanti
Tak ada kot.
nanti saya cek pada SMD.
Saya tak pasti jalan di pabrik mana tapi ada orang kata diorang dah berhenti di pabrik sebelah.
Sebelah.
Awak sebelah lah.
Tak apa, nanti saya cek dengan CCTV lah. Nanti cakap.
Okay, thank you. Okay, mereka pilih option 2 informal solution. Siapa
Kemarin saya dapat aduan dari Sirus. Saya dengar Anda mengganggu Sirus. Macam mana tu? Sirus cakap Anda menggoda. Di mana? Mana bukti dia? Sirus cakap Anda.
Oh, dia semalam je. Semalam tu saya suruh dia buatkan saya air je. Sebab saya nak masuk pantry, saya nampak dia duduk dia buat air. Saya macam tengok dia atas bawah macam mesti sedap air dia buat tu. Saya macam dia cakap buatkan air je. Tak. Saya ingat dia terima sebab saya nampak dia macam masker je. Kan? Salah ke saya nak sikit-sikit je. Sikit-sikit.
Jangan terlalu bagi ya. Jika Anda kalau
Tapi saya dah pilih 3 yang terbaik untuk kita sebagai HR ni nak atasi gangguan seksual di tempat kerja. Yang pertama adalah polisi untuk menepati apa itu gangguan seksual. Okey, anda sebagai orang HR ni kan, anda kena pastikan yang syarikat yang anda bekerja ada satu polisi untuk gangguan seksual. Dalam polisi tu, anda akan diterangkan apa itu gangguan seksual, bentuk-bentuk gangguan seksual, langkah-langkah yang anda boleh ambil untuk menangani gangguan seksual di tempat kerja. Selain daripada itu, ada juga langkah-langkah perlindungan untuk masa-masa yang menjadi yang diharas. Okey, anda juga dalam polisi ni juga perlu dinyatakan bahawa dalam polisi ni juga perlu dinyatakan bahawa dan perlu diamalkan oleh pihak atasan dan juga pekerja bawahan. Dan polisi ni juga kena sentiasa diperbaharui dan masih digunakan pakai di Malaysia. Yang ketiga adalah peranan pihak atasan untuk menyiasat dan mengelakkan gangguan seksual di tempat kerja. Sebagai contoh, manager dengan supervisor itu orang atasan kena sentiasa peka terhadap keadaan sekeliling mereka, keadaan pekerja mereka. Jika mendapat laporan adanya gangguan seksual di tempat kerja mereka, pihak atasan kena mengambil langkah yang proaktif untuk menyelesaikan dan mengambil langkah yang lebih tegas untuk menyelesaikan gangguan seksual yang berlaku. Selain daripada itu, orang atasan ini juga dia kena ada satu hubungan dengan pekerja, kena sentiasa tanya khabar kepada pekerja mereka. Selain daripada itu, kalau dia didapati adanya gangguan seksual di tempat kerja, orang HR sendiri dia tak boleh terburu-buru untuk menjatuhkan hukuman. Dia kena menggunakan langkah-langkah yang betul untuk menyiasat dan mengenakan tindakan. Okey, yang ketiga adalah peer responsibility. Maksudnya kat sini tanggungjawab rakan sekerja. Yang pertama adalah understand. Maksudnya kat sini rakan sekerja yang bekerja tu kena sendiri faham apa itu gangguan seksual, ada tak polisi disediakan di pejabat itu. Yang kedua adalah recognize. Maksudnya kat sini rakan sekerja kena pasti tingkah laku yang berlaku di tempat kerja tu adakah ianya bentuk gangguan seksual ataupun tu adalah tingkah laku biasa. Yang ketiga adalah program. Program maksudnya di sini bila kita tahu rakan kita tu jadi masa, kita kena nasihat dekat dia dan kita kena membagi juga penerangan dekat orang yang mengganggu masa tu. Maksudnya bagi tahu orang yang ganggu tu sebenarnya perbuatan tu adalah salah dan kalau benda tu berlarutan boleh menjejaskan masa depan pekerja dan juga organisasi tu. Lepas tu yang keempat, resource. Maksudnya kat sini kita sebagai rakan sekerja ni boleh tolong kawan kita tu, kita laporkan kepada pihak yang betul-betul boleh atasi masalah tu. Lepas tu kita kumpul bukti. Bukti tu pula kena ada lokasi di mana berlakunya gangguan seksual, masa, tarikh. Yang terakhir adalah support. Maksudnya kat sini rakan sekerja sendiri kena support kawan dia yang kena gangguan tu, kena bagi sokongan moral. Lepas tu kalau dia nak kita jadi saksi untuk dia punya pengaduan kepada pihak atasan, kita kena rela hati korang.
Hi, it's Hella. I'm back again. I have something really important to talk about. It's a subject we rarely discuss because it can make us feel uncomfortable. Sexual harassment at the workplace. Some of you already know what that means. You may have even experienced it. You might be wondering, how do I know about this subject? Well, it's happened to me. I avoided the issue and didn't know who to ask for help. I felt ashamed, but there's nothing to be ashamed about, and it's up to all of us to prevent it. So, what is sexual harassment at the workplace? How can we recognise it, and how does it affect our lives? Sexual harassment includes both physical contact and verbal and non-verbal acts. It can be as simple as an inappropriate suggestion, comment, gesture, or even a text message that's sexual in tone, or as serious as a sexual assault. Some of us don't know we are being victimized and feel powerless to stop it. A Vietnamese proverb says, being a flower is to be picked up, being a woman is to be cheated on by men. When this could lead to bad behaviour by men, women can find themselves victim of sexual harassment, and that's not funny at all. It is also unacceptable behaviour which is prohibited by law. It means factories have to take measures to prevent harassment, which they usually do through a written policy. Companies that buy our clothes often have rules against harassment too, designed to ensure factories protect workers. But many victims of sexual harassment don't know who to turn to if they have been abused. Often they remain silent or feel too afraid to report an incident. I also felt ashamed and worried I'd lose my job if I reported a problem. The problems didn't go away, and soon I was so depressed I didn't want to go to work. But eventually I decided I didn't want to suffer in silence or let others face the same experience. I first confronted the person harassing me and let him know what he was doing was upsetting me. When it didn't stop, I took notes on what happened, where and when. Then I spoke to my supervisor, whom I trust, and she knew exactly what to do. She went to speak to the human resource manager. Then things really began to change for the better. So if you ever experience sexual harassment in the workplace, don't suffer in silence, and make sure you speak to someone who can solve the problem. They will listen and they know how to help you. Do it for yourself and your colleagues.
Seterusnya saya serah kepada trainer yang keempat adalah
So I'll conduct the problem solving and conflict resolution skills. So at the end of the unit, you'll be able to Okay. At the end of the unit, you'll be able to first discuss the definition of problem solving and conflict resolution skills, and then describe the 6 steps of problem solving. And then the last one is to identify the main elements of mediation and conflict resolutions. Don't worry, this is the last session, so it will be, Okay. So first, what is a problem? Anyone here ada tak yang tak pernah ada problem? Ada tak yang merasa hidup dia banyak problem? Oh, tak ada. Bagus. So, a problem is a matter or situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with and overcome. So there are 3 reasons of a problem. The first one is the difference between hopes and expected results. The second one is mismatch and contradictory perception by others on your views. And the last one is established self-defense. So in the sexual harassment case, a problem arises because the victim tried to establish self-defense. Okay, next. So what is problem-solving skill? Problem solving is a skill that requires cognitive psychological process to solve and find solutions of the problem. This problem-solving skill is related to the heuristics. It's already in our nature, in our DNA, in our cognitive functions, which is heuristics. Heuristics is a general strategy used to make quick shortcut solutions to the problem. And it may include mathematical or systematic operations and can be gauged all by individuals' critical thinking skills. So you do not need to worry if you have a problem in your life, because as long as you're breathing, you can be problem solving. sometimes the solutions comes out from the problem itself. So this is the 6 steps of problem solving. The first one, you need to define the problem. Dalam sebuah problem itu pasti dia akan ada banyak symptoms. So the first one, kita kena tengok symptoms itu. Kalau macam sexual harassment case, sexual harassment case itu macam dia punya simptom, rakan kerja kita nampak selalu tak sihat atau dia selalu macam tak okey. Kita kena tengok simptom-simptom kawan kita tersebut, and then kita dari simptom-simptom tersebut kita akan tengok bahawa this is the problem, and then after that find the potential causes for the problem. Kalau dalam sexual harassment case, causes dia banyak, boleh dari macam yang Faina cakap tadi, factors dia boleh jadi dari environment, boleh jadi social, boleh jadi dari individual. So there are lots of cases and we need to find the right causes of the problem. The third one is to identify alternatives for approaches. Pada dalam sexual harassment case, there are the 3 methods. So we already have 3 alternatives. And then next, we need to choose an approach to resolve the problem. Daripada 3 method tersebut, kita kena pilih satu yang sesuai dengan problem tersebut. It can be like informal solution, it can be self-help, or it can be verbal complaint. And the 5th is the implementation of the best alternative, and the last one is to evaluate the results. Kalau itu complaint dan satisfied, then okay, the problem is already settled. But if the complainant is not satisfied with the result, we need to back to the identify alternative for approaches. We need to see another alternatives so that we can choose the right approaches to resolve the problem. Okay, next, a problem may rise a conflict between 2 or more parties. Kalau dalam sexual harassment case, tentu akan ada conflict between the harasser and the victim, and also dengan orang-orang di sekitar. Orang akan cakap-cakap, orang akan, yalah, banyak. So that is why we need conflict resolution skills as an HR manager. This one will be explained by Ifa.
So di sesi ini kita nak menjelaskan konflik. So di sini ada contoh konflik, itu sexual harassment, interpersonal conflict, not only between the complainant and harasser, but also the people in their environment. Di sini maksud contohnya ada dalam satu kumpulan lelaki berteman dengan perempuan. So yang lelaki ini merasa dekat perempuan. So teman-teman lelaki tak terima dengan si perempuan itu menuduh lelaki karena mengharaskan itu. So lingkungan kumpulan lelaki tidak terima, so terjadilah konflik. Nah, konflik ini berlaku karena perbezaan pendapat atau perbezaan secara tidak terima dari mangsa apa yang sudah diperbuat oleh harasser. So di sini peran HR manager itu mediation. Mediation ini suatu tindakan yang sebagai penengah untuk mendengarkan keluhan dari mangsa daripada pelaku. Akan tetapi mediation tidak boleh memihak atau mendecide siapa yang salah, siapa yang benar. So dia harus mencari jalan keluar dengan cara communication. Nah, what things are involved in mediation? Di sini ada 6 contoh active listening. Sebagai penengah HR manager, active listening itu HR manager kena mendengar keluhan apa yang dari mangsa. So communication and communicating in difficult situation. Di sini terkadang pelaku kerap sekali nak elakkan masalah itu, dia tak buat apa-apa pun. So di sini ada 2 contoh. Direncanakan dan planning dari mangsa yang dia tak terima dan dia ingin cepat-cepat menyelesaikan untuk menghindarkan si pelaku. So, understanding the main points and emotion. Sebab dua belah pihak, pelaku dan mangsa ini sudah emotion. So, itu bisa diselesaikan dengan communication tadi. So, help the participant to reframe the issues. Mangsa boleh reframe lagi issues itu atau dia bentangkan apa yang sudah terjadi, apa yang sudah dilakukan si pelaku itu. So, tapi dengan atas izin si pelaku dan pelaku mengakui bahwa dia salah. And questioning, HR manager provide question apa aja yang sudah berlaku dengan mangsa tadi. So, clarifying the facts and the facts itu pelaku mengclarifying apa yang sudah terjadi yang sebenar-benarnya yang dia lakukan kepada mangsa.
Okay, three groups to answer this. Answer the three questions. Okay, you can read this first. This is the case for the first and second question. Anyone cannot understand this case? So I can say like this so Lian sini dia ada coworkers dia. Ada Lian sini dia punya coworkers, ada rekan kerja bernama Ralph. So Ralph ni dia dah cerai. Dia sudah bercerai, and then Ralph ini dia nak mencari girlfriend. Dan sebab Lian dengan Ralph ini dia sudah saling mengenal, so mereka dekat. Apa dekat? Ya, dia rapat. Dan mereka sudah macam sering pergi sama-sama makan, pergi lunch, plus pergi dinner macam tu. And Ralph asked Lian to go on a date with him. Pergi dinner, nonton movie macam tu. And then Lian dia suka lah dengan Ralph ni. Dan dia agrees to go out. Dia to go out to have a date, okay lah. So she enjoys her date with Ralph. Tapi lama-lama dia fikir tak okay lah. Katalah relationship dengan lelaki ni boring lah. She thanks Ralph for a nice time. Dia terima kasih dengan Ralph. They had a good time together, but explains that she doesn't want to have a relationship with him. Ralph ni dia tunggu tahu 2 minggu, and then starts pressuring Lian for more dates. Dia start pressuring ini lewat banyak hal lah. Text ke. She refuses, but Ralph doesn't stop. He keeps asking her to go out with him. Ralph ni tetap pressure Lian untuk have a date with him. So the first question is, when Ralph first asked Lian for a date, this was sexual harassment. Ada yang jawab true tak? Tak. Okay. The answer is false. Nadia.
Namanya kita kena pilih orang jawab langsung.
Tak apalah, jawab je. False. Sebab waktu Ralph dia ajak Lian bersetuju. Memang dia nak date dengan Ralph, so it's not a sexual harassment. Tapi walaupun Lian had turned Ralph down for the first date, Ralph had done nothing wrong by asking for a date. Dengan Ralph dia tanya Lian untuk boleh tak saya ajak awak date lagi. Itu tak salah. It's not a sexual harassment. And by making occasional comments that are not sexually explicit, dia tak ada buat apa-apa pun, dia hanya ajak saja. So it's not a sexual harassment. Second question. Lian cannot complain of sexual harassment because she went on a date with Ralph. True. Apa nama? True. True. Ada yang jawab false tak? me too. Ada jawab false tak? Ada, aduh. Jawab. Then suara false. Faham tak? Faham the question? Lian didn't complain of sexual harassment because she went on a date with Ralph. Being friendly, going on a date, or even having a prior relationship with coworker doesn't mean that a coworker has a right to behave as Ralph did toward Lian. Sebab Ralph ini dia sudah start untuk pressuring Lian to go on a date with her, to go on a date with him. So Lian have a right to complain for sexual harassment. Sebab Ralph ni dah start pressuring. Kalau hanya asking for a date, then it's not sexual harassment. Sebab Ralph ini dia punya behavior sudah start pressuring, dan Lian can complain. Okay, so and this is still the same case. So Lian ni dia complain to the supervisor, and then the supervisor dia report lah macam tu. And then Ralph ni dia integrated, dia dapat ditanya kenapa dia berbuat macam tu, and he apologize lah, dia cakap sorry, and he instructed by the designated person to stop, dia tak boleh buat lagi. Tapi dia ni stop sekejap je, then dia start untuk bagi little gifts to Lian. Dia start bagi hadiah-hadiah kecil on her days with accompanying love notes. The love notes are not overly offensive. Tak ada hal-hal macam dirty jokes or dirty comment. Tapi his behavior itu make Lian nervous. Sebab dia takut macam Ralph ni stop dia, ikut dia, dan macam mana dia boleh hantar itu gift dekat dia punya desk. Itu pun Lian pun tak tahu. So he start anxious lah. So the last question is, Ralph's subsequent behavior with gifts is not sexual harassment because he has stopped asking Lian for dates as instructed. He's just being nice. True or false? Buat juga, padahal Lian sudah start report his behavior to the HR lah. Macam tu. So okay, that's the last activity in our training program.